Good morning, good morning. All right, so bulls are still going for it. So yesterday we were it looked like we were gonna have a pretty muted day. Then we broke above the range, above this highs, above developing value, right? We were trading inside the previous day's range. We broke above value, right? The trigger was when we broke above the IB high, right? So we put the first hour of trading inside the range, then we broke higher, and then we started kind of grinding, and then we had a little bit of acceleration. A couple times we left 2 sets of single prints, so really poor structure here. We left the point of control up here, so we didn't really accept prices anywhere other than up here. And then we held the previous week's high, right? Remember I said that I wanted to see this cleaned up because this was a very weak high. I've been saying that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. We finally cleaned it up, menu highs, accepted above it. We couldn't get much of a pullback. So this is telling me that the market still wants higher prices. We left another bullish imbalance. So we had one at 57.98, and then we left another one at 68.25. So now the call wall, which yesterday was down here, shifted higher. So now we have it at 67.99, which is a point above my target of 67.98 that I mentioned on the 26th of September. So now the call wall moved just there to the same area. So I'm thinking that we're gonna get there or close to there and then get some kind of a pullback. The reason I'm saying a pullback is because we're opening with a gap up out of range. Inventory is about 90% long from yesterday's close. So when that's the case, we usually get a little bit of a pullback. Now we could see an expansion to try to repair this bullish imbalance, but I don't think it's going to happen today. I don't think we're going to get much more than this area. We could see, I don't know, like if we look at historically, the call wall acts as resistance. That doesn't mean that we cannot go above it and then come back down. But if we go above it and then come back below it, that to me is a short signal. So if we get a pullback, I'm looking for the RTH gap to fill. Then the next target will be the settlement at 61.50, and then from there, usually if we don't bounce at the previous week's high at 57, right? Usually, if we test it and we should hold it if the bulls are still under control. But if we don't, I'm looking for a retracement of the whole value area, because this structure is really weak, and markets like to repair structures like this. You see how it happened in this day. Like whenever you have a really poor structure, usually the market likes to retest it. So if we get inside the previous week's range, then I'm going to be looking for a move down to at least yesterday's value area low, which is at 67.31. And then from there, then we have a volatility trigger. So if we get below that, then we could attract more sellers, get back to that 67.10 area. But if we bounce here, then I would expect that we just balance around this area, and then maybe put some more volume around the 67.50 area. Obviously, if we break below yesterday's low, then we have the scenarios that I've been describing, the bearish scenarios that I've been describing before. Bounce around 82, if not target 66.70. So this is, I'm not going to go over again because I already went over it the last previous videos. And Q also left some more bullish imbalances. We just hit the one that I mentioned a few days ago, the 25-160. We're heading towards the next one, 205, and then the one from yesterday is at 325. 325 repairs this bullish imbalance from left from yesterday. Same scenario. If we fill that gap, and then if we get below the last week's high, so below 27, then I'll look for a move down through value, and then possibly retest this 20-day point of control. Man, crude is getting hammered. One time framing down. It's getting to this the low end of this 20-day range. So I had previously marked this area as support, the 60 to 60.40. So let's see if we get there, and then we look for a bounce back into this 63 area. And gold just holding, getting ready, I think, for the next leg and go to that 4,000 area. We don't have much news today. Tomorrow we have NFP, unemployment, PMI, but I don't know what's happening with the shutdown of the government. I read somewhere that there's some of the reports that are not being put out. So keep an eye on that, and keep an eye on government shutdown news or the reversal of it. Let's see what else we have for today. Just Fed speaking at 10:30, and then 4-week auction at 11:30, and then some more Fed speaking at 2:30. So that's pretty light news day today. So that's about it. All right, good luck.